Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another tier list Tuesday. This is another weird one. This is one of those not straightforward ones, like the NFL but based on the team name ones, or the Harry Potter without actually having seen the movie's character tier list. This is a Mario Superstar tier list that is based on which Mario Superstar baseball characters I could beat in a fight. This is a direct response to City Hall doing the same thing. You can see I even copied his tiers. We got kills me, beats me, 50-50, I win, absolute stomp win. Only copying his wow Tchaikovsky. I had to start with the loud song, huh? Give me something more, give me a Swan Lake. All right, that's better. So yeah, we're gonna go through. I think everyone knows that I'm a little bigger and stronger than Andrew, so this tier list should be a little different. And then, you know, I got some other surprises in store, so I recommend you stick around. First things first. Peach. I win. Peach is delicate. I'm a big, strong boy. I beat her in a fight. Now, City Hall established late in his video, but still in his video, that he has the idea of 10 rounds of boxing, you know? So if it's someone that isn't absolutely gonna murder me or get stomped by me, if it seems like it's gonna be a longer fight, I should go with a boxing mindset. So, Bones, I think, is 50-50. Because originally, Andrew Hammond beats me because he outlives me. But if the long fight equals a boxing match, I think there's a good chance I get more points than Bones. So I think it's 50-50. Noki, while Andrew seems to believe she is of fungal descent, I'm pretty sure she's a seashell, which means fragile. I'm putting her, Andrew says, I believe, put her in a new category entitled, can't kill in any way that matters. I disagree. I think this is an absolute stomp win. If she's a seashell person, dang man, that's a tongue twister. I think, you know, destroyed, obliterated, you know, like one punch shattered like a seashell. Worst case scenario, punch her on the ground, then step on her and she shatters like a seashell. Waluigi. Tall, skinny, Andrew-esque boy. I believe he called it the true 50-50, so I should treat him as though he's Andrew. I beat Andrew in a fight. For sure. That's a win. Koopa Troopa is a little turtle. That's an easy win. Petey Piranha is a plant with a giant eat-me mouth. Kills me, for sure. I'm dead. I die there. Boo is one of the interesting ones. I believe Andrew had Boo and kills me. I'm not gonna do any references. If I'm wrong on these, go fact check me. The literal link to his video will be in the description, so if you want to see how City Hall stacks up against the roster, go check that link below. I think he had Boo and kills me. Now, Boo is interesting because ghosts have a lot of upside and downside, right? They're intangible, so I can't deal a lot of damage to them. But also being intangible means that they can only really kill me via throwing things, you know, poltergeist style, stacking chairs, throwing cans, perhaps some mild possession. In a boxing situation, mild possession means I have to just fight a regular referee, which I think is a good possible 50-50. If he's not allowed to possess the referee, he can only possess me. And if he possesses me and knocks me out, I win and I lose. So it's definitely not a loss. But then if he's not allowed to possess at all, I can't hit him, he can't hit me. I think Boo is one of the clear 50-50s. Unless he has some ghost powers I don't know of, like if Boo has lasers for some reason. I'm pretty certain he doesn't, but I think going by standard ghost boxing laws, it's a 50-50. Paragoomba is just a dumb little mushroom man with wings. Actually, I believe I read a comment recently that said he wasn't a mushroom. I don't remember what it said he was. Regardless, stupid, done. Baby, done, stupid. Baby, done, stupid. We'll order them at the end like we always do. King Boo is like Boo, but royalty. And the fact that he has a crown demonstrates some level of tangibility. I believe that that is gonna work at an advantage to King Boo because he's big and strong. If normal Boo had a hat, I would say I'm better than that and I'm gonna win. But I think Boo beats me, but doesn't kill me. Toad, devastated. Goomba, obliterated. Easy stomp wins, no problem. Mario. Mario is just a regular, he's a little short, he's a little pudgy. No evidence of major strength. All of his power-ups are, he requires something. In a straight boxing match, I think I beat Mario. I think I'm stronger than Mario. If he doesn't have access to, you know, mushrooms or fire plants, I don't think there's any crazy evidence of Mario being, you know, swole. Shy Guy, I think Andrew stomped him. I disagree. Shy Guy wears a protective mask. That's going to be difficult. He's definitely not strong. I'm beating him, but I don't think it's an absolute stomp. I think I have to worry about some level of he's got his protection. Monty Mole, that's a mole. It's stomped. Okay. Magic Koopa. Magic Koopa just, you know, can delete me from existence with the wave of his wrist. And this is why Andrew was smart and included the M Cesare tier. It's just like, I'm gone. I'm poofed. Toadette, absolute stomp, no problem. Bowser, that's another M Cesare. He can breathe fire. What am I gonna do about that? He's also got spikes on his arms. Like, I'm devastated. Now, Andrew said Yoshi is a dinosaur who can breathe fire and fly on his best day, and on his worst day, he's a horse. So he gave him, I think, just above 50-50. I'm never beating a horse in a fight. A horse might not fight back, but I'm not taking a horse down. And if on top of that, it might fly or breathe fire, I think it's an easy beats me. Borderline kills me. If it's fire, flying Yoshi kills me. If it's simply, if I'm treating him like a horse like Andrew did, it still beats me. PM is interesting. Andrew's looked at PM like, I believe, just like an island boy and gave him, like, I think a 50-50. What you have to remember about PM is that he is from a line of chucksters. And chucksters can throw Mario with 1 to 2 arms further than I personally can throw a football. And Mario's a stout Italian gentleman. One punch from this man at maximum form, that kills me. I'm dead. Bro, advanced turtle. He knows how weapons work, and he has padding. It's definitely harder than a Koopa. I think it's actually far enough to say he beats me, especially if he's Hammer Bro may kill me, but Boomerang Bro and Fire Bro? Well, Fire Bro shoots fire. It doesn't normally have a baseball bat. I don't know. I think it's somewhere in between kills me and beats me. I'm pretty sure it just beats me, but high beats me. Turtle Wings, absolute stomp. The monkeys, Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong, they are not chimpanzees. They don't have crazy chimp strength. They're proven to be normal little monkeys because they have tails. So they're small little monkeys. I can rip them in half. They're toast. Both of them. When we get to the actual, you know, like ordering like we always do, I think I might put Diddy Kong over because he's got the Smash moveset. We know what his moves are. We know he's got a peanut gun in the bank. We know he's got some sneaky jetpacks. But at the end of the day, once he's on me, I'm just gonna rip him in half. Toadsworth is just Toad but old. It's an absolute stomp win. Luigi is more slender, tall Mario. I think that's probably better than Waluigi and Mario, but still, I think I beat them out. Bowser Jr. can't do anything his father does, but he's stronger than your average turtle. He's got swags. I think I just beat Bowser Jr. I don't think he's much stronger than a Koopa, but he's definitely a little stronger than a Koopa. Daisy, easy. Daisy kills me. Daisy's on like freaking huffing paint, snorting coke 100% of the time. The fact that I've even been forced to stand across the ring from her, I'm dead. I'm dead in seconds, the blink of an eye. She phases in and out of existence between the planes, and I'm toast. My larynx is ripped out of my neck. Birdo, another dinosaur, probably not as strong as Yoshi on Yoshi's best day, but probably stronger than Yoshi on an average day. So I think same beats me here. Donkey Kong, he's a gorilla, I'm dead. Like, I don't know how a gorilla isn't just murdering me immediately. And Wario, I think Wario is the character I'm just genuinely closest to. I'm a extra chonky, extra strong little Italian gentleman. I think he's the strongest of the four Mario human men, and I think he goes 50-50 with me. I feel like I got the advantage because I can eat garlic and he can also eat garlic, but what he can't do is eat anything else. So if you can only eat garlic, what are you gonna do, man? I'm not a vampire, I'm not Dracula. It's not an advantage for you. All right. So here we go. Let's put them in order now. Who is the weakest? Who is the most absolute stomped win here? Probably babies, right? Are turtles and moles easier to kill than a baby? Let me think. Moles have teeth and claws. Turtles have shells. Yeah, I think that's the babies are easier to kill. And I think I've said that Mario is a little stronger than Luigi, so I assume the same to their babies. Next up, I'm thinking is this group of the Koopas and the Goombas and the Monty. So let's get them all around and think about how we're gonna do this. Flight, obviously an upgrade. Okay, so I think it goes Goomba, Koopa, Monty, Paragoomba, Parakoopa. I think Flight is a big enough upgrade to get even above Monty. I might even give it, you know what? I think that's even enough to get above maybe some more. We'll think about it. But Flight, you know, it's a lot of evasiveness. But at the end of the day, they're not dealing damage. And once I get them, they're done. Now we have the Toad section. And so Toad is a normal man, but like, you know, small and little and weak. Toadette is a smaller but faster version, so probably less damage, more evasiveness, probably a featherweight. And Toadsworth is old. So Toadsworth is definitely the weakest of them. And then I'm gonna say it's probably Toadette. Now Noki is interesting because Noki is a little shell person. So how much, I think that fragility is actually, I wanna put her all the way down here behind the flying people. I think these people-esque things have a stronger chance than the not people, but I think Noki's too fragile. I think the wings are pretty good. So that's what I'm gonna do there. This is how my Toads are going. Then I'm putting Dixie Kong under Diddy Kong because of the peanut gun, the jetpack, reasonable. We've seen Diddy Kong's fight style. We know what he can deliver. Dixie Kong isn't in Smash, so clearly less of a fighter. All right, I win. I think it goes, is a turtle with spikes better than just a small little man with like normal padding? Padding is designed to take shots. Spike could actually do damage though. What about Shy Guy below BJ? But then BJ's next, then Peach, then Waluigi, Luigi, Mario. I think that's just reasonable. Boo is the truest 50-50 of all. And this is weird, right? So how do I take this, right? Because I can't kill Bones. So I can't win the fight via murder, like I can with most of this, with the absolute stomps. But I can still win in points. There's no points to be given with Boo. Boo is literally the perfect no one can win, no one can lose situation. So is the guaranteed inability to lose better than the chance of losing, but also the chance of winning? I'm gonna say it is. I think this one actually goes like this. I think Bones is weaker than me, and I will probably end up winning when it comes to points. Wario, I think either one of us can win, and I know I can't literally beat Boo, but Boo can't beat me either. So I think that actually works to Boo's advantage, putting Boo at the 50-50ist of the 50-50 tier IMO. All right, bottom of the beats me tier is a turtle with weapons, I think. Oh wait, no, I said it might be the top. It depends on this is tough. This is where the bro comes in. Hammer Bro, I think, is better than Magical Horses. And Hammer Bro, I think, and Boomerang Bro, I think, are worse than horses that could beat me up and are also dinosaurs. But Fire Bro shoots fire. Because there's only a 1 in 3 chance it ends up being Fire Bro, I think I have to go with the majority of the time he won't be, so I think I'm gonna put in there. Then it goes King Boo, which is Boo with the ability to hit me, and he's stronger. So that's a win for Boo, I think. And then Yoshi and Birdo. I think Yoshi's got higher highs and lower lows. Birdo's more average. I think they both beat me anytime. But, you know, the fact that Yoshi can beat me even harder, I think puts Yoshi up. Daisy absolutely kills me, and I'm terrified of her, more terrified than anyone on this list. But I think the likelihood of her being so high that maybe she doesn't kill me is better than a man-eating plant, a gorilla, and One Punch Man. That being said, I actually am gonna put Petey next, because if I can avoid the Maw, he's only got leaf arms. The Maw is huge, and I'm probably not gonna avoid it. But there's, you know, like part of me can go, maybe. Gorilla and these two are, I think I gotta put DK higher than Pianta, because Pianta's got, like, you know, the one punch ends me. But the same is probably true for a gorilla, and I feel like if I can get more blows in on Pianta, I'll last a little longer than I would against a gorilla. And then the MSSB tier. Bowser, you can't do any damage. I think if you can beat Madge before he knows what's going on, you can actually even maybe win that fight. Comes down to how long the MSSB spell takes. Bowser, there's just no world where I beat him. Bell rings, I can go hard quick, and then he just breathes fire on me. Bowser's the top of every Mario tier list, clearly. So, for my what Mario characters can I beat in a fight tier list, it goes Baby Luigi, Baby Mario, Goomba, Koopa, Monty, Noki, Paragoomba, Paratroopa, Toadsworth, Toadette, Toad, Dixie Kong, Diddy Kong are all absolute stomp wins. Shy Guy, BJ, Peach, Waluigi, Luigi, Mario, I think are all fights I would win in the end. Bones, Wario, and Boo are all 50-50. Bro, KB, Birdo, Yoshi, they beat me in a clean fight. Daisy, Petey, Pianta, and DK, I'm not leaving the ring alive. And there'd be no trace of my existence if I fight Madge and Bowser. Now, that was about as long as it took Andrew to do this, and I think about as precise. But I thought I'd take this a step further, right? What's the next logical jump? Who could I beat in Mario Superstar Baseball? For sure. But now, who could I beat in Dinger City? I think that's the next logical step, right? Which of these guys are absolute stomp wins or kill me? Let's start off. And the easiest start of all, City Hall, is just Waluigi. That's an I win. No problem. Billy? I think Billy's a 50-50. I think it depends on the day Billy strolls up, you know? Billy's chill most days. If I get him on a chill day, thinking 10 rounds of boxing, I'd take it. But, you know, Billy gets a few drinks in him, or if Billy, you know, is just deciding to try, I think Billy's got some cage strength that if he opens that cage, he might do more damage than we expect. So I think it's a day of the week thing with Billy. So I think that's a 50-50. Cokes, absolute stomp win. He's a doctor. Doctors can't fight. You choose one. Doctor is the least fight path of all. I'm going to be so smart that I save lives. He's unable to hurt me. If he punches me, it's going to heal me because of his doctorate. A fool. Dan is, I would honestly probably put him in the upper tier of strong boys in this club. And he's also recently moved to Boston, which I think gives him an edge. I don't think he's been in Boston long enough to get like the Boston craziness, but if he has the ability to access it, I can't say I would win with certainty. So I think Dan's gotta be a 50-50. Dennis. The man hits the gym. The dude's got pythons the size of my head. The dude can bench press 7 ladies at the same time. And on top of that, he knows every nerve and muscle in the body. He beats me. Dennis beats me every time. The only reason he doesn't kill me is because he can't. He was unable to kill. Can't kill me. Dennis would look at me and he would take pity. Some might argue that's a mistake and I could win, but remember, we're looking at, look at it like percentages almost. Absolute stomp win is like I win 10 out of 10 fights. I win like 7, 8 out of 10, 50-50, 50-50. Beats me is like, I think in some worlds I beat Dennis. If Dennis goes full pity mode, I'm taking advantage. I'm not giving him a moment to breathe. Gil is also a strong man. I think he's a crazy person, and I think I would probably beat him a little more than I'd beat Dennis, but I still think at the end of the day, Gil rocks my socks. Jason. I I don't know what Jason has behind those glasses. He's clearly capable of strategy and thinking. I think that puts him above a bunch of people. I think Jason might be a 50-50. I think Jason's good enough. I think Jason has got tactics. I don't think he's stronger than me. I don't know if he's more durable than me, but I think Jason can study the blade, you know? I think Jason, if Jason is dropped in the ring, if we're both dropped in a ring, poof, right now, I beat him. You give Jason a week? You give Jason a month? Oh. So, I think the more time Jason gets to prepare, the higher up this list he goes. He might be one of the most versatile. Don't even get me started. If he didn't even eat dinner, absolute stomp win. But I think because of how different it could be, I think I got to put him in 50-50. Joey. Joey might be one of the best at baseball. He might be one of the most handsome men. Joey, at the end of the day, probably stronger than Andrew, but he's not stronger than me. I think I beat Joey in a fist fight, in a boxing match, more than I don't. Lionel. Me and Lionel come from the same pedagogy. We're both teachers. We know how to educate. We know how to stand our ground. We know how to be resilient. We know how to take we roll with the punches, literally and figuratively. But at the end of the day, I think I'm more durable than Lionel, but I think he's stronger than me. I think that just gives him the edge. I think if Lionel gets a good crack on me, I'm down. And look at that bicep, dude. He chose this pose. Like, look at that. It's a mountain. I'm done. Maddie. Maddie is someone that I think if he's angry could stand a chance. You know, like if he just lost to Dennis, he might have enough rage in him to take me down. But I think honestly, I think I beat Maddie, and then when the score, I think I get Maddie in a technical knockout in like the 9th round, and then he goes over to the scorekeepers who don't need to even be there anymore, rips their score pads out of their hand, and is like, "Look, I was ahead in points in the end. I outplayed him." So I think if it got down the points, Maddie might take me, but I think I'd take him down before that. Mike. If I were a Smash character, I think everyone knows Mike would be like my Echo Fighter, or I his. We're very similar. We're very boisterous. We're like thick, strong boys. We have a lot of similar likes and dislikes. I think it'd be the fight for the ages. I think we're going all 10 rounds. I think we're going to the scorecards. And, you know, I think he might have more of a knowledge of boxing, but I think I got a more likely chance of taking him down a lucky strike. I think Mike's a 50-50 for sure. You know, Mike's been a little sick lately. If the fight's now, I think I got him, but you know, I'm assuming everyone is at their, not peak of all time, but like an average, whatever their best day of the last 6 months was, I'll take them then, you know? Nick. Nick's got some monkey strength. I know me and Nick have spoken of this exact idea before, and he's mentioned that I think I would beat him in a fight, and I think I agree. But I think he'd get more wins than he thinks. So I do think I beat Nick in a fight, but I think he might even be the top of the I win tier. I might even move him up to low 50-50. Nolan's a cream puff. Nolan goes down before he even gets in the ring. I love him to death. He got a sick haircut. The sick haircut maybe even give him a little bit, but I just don't think Nolan has a killer instinct, you know? He's a lovely man. We love Nolan. He popped into the Scooby-Doo stream a few weeks ago. I was happy to see him, but you know, if he's across the ring, he doesn't have what it takes. Spencer is interesting, right? Spencer strikes me as someone who has a black belt in something and he just hasn't told us. I think Spencer kills me. I think Spencer, he goes, "Don't make me do this." And I go, "We gotta do it." And he's like, "Don't make me do it." And then I take 3 steps towards him and he has some freaking flying around house of death that just... It puts me in the ground, you know? Tommy, famous killer. He's a murderer. He kills me. He snuck a knife in. The ref didn't do anything about it. Stabbed 8 times. I go down. Me? That's the truest 50-50 of them all. Who can go 50-50 with me more than me? No one. Huge is a cutie, and he's a cutie that's 6 feet under. I'm hitting him with a tombstone pile driver in round 1. He's not getting up for a bit. Now I got the 2 newest additions to the club, T-Bling and Peacock. T-Bling also strikes me as someone that might have a black belt in something that he hasn't disclosed to us. but I don't think he's got the flexibility and secret techniques that Spencer has. I think T-Bling beats me in a fight, but doesn't kill me. And Connor, we saved possibly the best for last here, because Connor's got a power that only one man on this board has. Connor is a modder. And while Cokes doesn't have the ability to deal damage because he's a doctor or anybody, that doesn't apply to Connor. So with the click of a button, Connor erases me from existence. That's an MSSB. I'm gone. Connor's the ultimate fight champ because he's changing the rules before we even enter the ring. Cokes can try, but again, he can't get past that doctor code. And at the end of the day, man, Connor's also got a few more pounds of muscle on him than Cokes does. If Cokes ever drops the doctor's pledge, he shoots up to MSSB because he has the same techniques. But until that pledge is forsaken, he can't deal damage, thus putting him the absolute bottom of the absolute stomp tier. Nolan and Huge. Huge is definitely smaller, but I think Huge will like go for the eyes. I think I actually am gonna put Nolan below Huge. Well, that doesn't change anything. I tombstone pile driver him in round 1. Nick, Maddie, Joey, Andrew. You gotta put Andrew at the bottom. No offense to Andrew, but his brain doesn't work right. He lags, so he can't block punches. I think he just goes down like a clown. I think next goes Mr. Joe. This is all, and listen, any one of these gentlemen, I'm not trying to throw shade. If you're one of these guys and you're watching this video, if you've got a black belt or something that I don't know about, comment. I'll pin it. I'll let the people know that you should be higher. But I'm going with the knowledge I have. And as far as I know, Mr. Joe has no combat experience. So he's handsome, but not with 2 shiners, if you know what I'm saying. Maddie's going for points. Maddie's trying to win via score. He's doing some Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor stuff. He's just kind of ducking and ducking and ducking. I'm sorry. That Conor McGregor fight was good. Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. He's going for a timeout win, but he's not getting it. Critnick's good. Critnick's got it in him to take a few wins off me, but I think it's a 6-4 with Critnick. I don't think I can quite put him in the 50-50, but he's close. I think with a little bit of training, a little bit of honing the blade, knowing my weak spots, I think Critnick could get here, possibly even beats me. I've never known Critnick to do any sort of working out other than going for walks. He's a big walker. His cardio is good. He could probably go 10 rounds. But I don't think he, outside of his meat packing days, I just don't think he's got the, chicken packing Nick might go 50-50 with me, but he's back in the bakery. He's soft as bread. I win. All right. I gotta follow the boo principle and put myself at the top of this because I'm unable to lose to myself, but I'm also unable to win. I think Dan hasn't gotten enough Boston in him yet. I think he's the bottom of the 50-50. Then I think is Billy. I think if you're going by the average person's what days they're on, what days they're off, he's probably on weekends and off on weekdays. I'll even give him Friday as a weekend, but that's still a 4-3 ratio most times. I think I just edge out Billy, but not quite as much as I edge out Dan. I edge out Dan more. Billy's next. Now this is interesting. Do I do the technique or the similarity? Me and Mike are very similar. I think Mike's tier list would look almost identical to mine. About like who we could beat and who we can't. Jason's a wild card. I think Jason beats anyone here with enough time to practice. If you put Jason up against Peacock, but you give him a year's notice, he'll learn everything Peacock knows and then some, and he'll make sure to eat dinner beforehand. So it all really depends on how much time he has to prep. I think because Mike can never really, he takes some wins off these guys, but not really these guys. The fact that Jason, with enough time to prep, probably can take some wins off these guys, I think I'm going to leave him above Mike, and then I'm the true 50-50. Next up, we got T-Bling, Lionel, Gil, and Dennis, and I think these guys are in exactly the order they need to be. T-Bling, I'm telling you, I know in my heart of hearts that if I messaged him, he'd tell me he has some kind of Krav Maga experience. I can just see it on his smug smile. Lionel, I just, you know, I know what I know the way he thinks, because he thinks very similar to me, but at the end of the day, he put more into strength and speed, and I put more into con and charisma. And, you know, that doesn't help me in a box. Con does, but charisma in a boxing match doesn't do anything. Gil's weird, man. Gil plays this like he plays baseball. He's strong. If he cares, I'm dead. If he doesn't care, he's dead. But I think, you know, in a boxing match where life and death are on the line, Gil beats me, because I don't think he would not care in a fight, possibly to the death. And Dennis, probably objectively the strongest pound for pound man in our club. He takes me down if he's gotta, but he doesn't have it in me to kill. Tommy and Spencer, this is tough. We know Tommy's a cold-blooded killer, and we really don't know Spencer is. I really feel like he is. I hope Spencer finds this video. I hope he comments on it. I want to know. Him and T-Bling, I want to know if my sight read of them having combat experience is correct. They just seem like they do. Tommy got a knife, though. Tommy snuck a knife in. I'm dead. And of course, no need to order this. Peacock hits control, delete on me as soon as the game starts. So, that concludes the Mario Combat tier list and the Dinger City Combat tier list. I hope you stuck around for this double duty tier list Sunday. And so, oh my god, it's Tuesday. Oh no. Sunday doesn't even make sense because I'm recording this on a Friday. What have I done? I hope you like this. If you like more zany tier lists like this, definitely let me know. I try to sneak one in every now and again just to see how they do. Some of them do well, some of them don't. But, you know, City Hall just made this video, so I figured it was as good of a time as any to make it. Comment down below who you think I could beat in a fight or not, based on both tier lists, things you change. If you're in this half of the video, please let me know if you've got combat experience. I want to know how accurate this is. And let me know, who else do you think I should put in? Are there other video game rosters or TV rosters you want to see who I could beat in a fight? Are there any other tier lists you're hankering for? I know someone mentioned a bad movie tier list. I'm working on it. I don't think I've seen as many bad movie classics that are out there, so that might be one that I aim to do in a few months while putting some research under my belt. But obviously, if that's not one you're looking for, comment on some other tier lists you'd love to see, and I will see you tomorrow with some new content, something I've never really done before. But we're gonna see how it goes. It might be interesting. So stay tuned for tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Peace.